Hi, this is Brad with Copper Creek Cuts, a lawn care company in Northeast Florida, and I'm here today with some exciting business and YouTube updates. Well, maybe not exciting, but they are updates. If you follow my Instagram or you look at the YouTube community page, you'll see that I did get some new logos, some embroidered polos, I should say, and those had some issues, but the folks at Queensboro have stepped up. They've done a real good job of trying to make it right. They're addressing some of the issues in that production, and they apologize profusely, and they're going to be sending out some new ones. So I'm excited for that. When those new ones get here, I'll show those off. I'm actually wearing one now, but it's very cold here in Florida today. This is all you get to see. If you really want to see them, you can, like I said, you can go look at the Instagram or the YouTube community page. Speaking of YouTube, we just hit 15,000 subscribers, and I think we're close to 5 million views, somewhere around there. So very exciting things. Thank you to everyone who's currently subscribed. I know most of the folks like watching the overgrown lawn videos, so I'll try and get as many of those out as possible as they come in through the spring and summer season. I know this is also about the time of year everybody starts putting up their 2019 setups. I actually did one for fall 2018 and not too much has changed, so I don't really think there's going to be a need to do a 2019 setup, you know, unless I just want something to capture those searches as people make them, which I am a greedy YouTube person, so you know, maybe I will do that. But if there is any change, come over here, I'll show you. So if there is gonna be any change, well, I say if, there will be a change on the rack. I have grown fond of the idea of putting racks on the Colorado simply because there have been times where for one reason or another, I've just had to do hedge trimming, or I've just had to do blowing, or you know, little random things where I don't need the full trailer, and I don't want to hook up the trailer if I don't have to. So that being said, you know, last year I started trying the GreenTouch rack out primarily because they have these pocket stakes that let you just drop in and you don't need the full bed rail system, which can be pretty pricey. Unfortunately, I feel very confident in saying that I do not recommend this setup to somebody. This tool rack works fine, but you shouldn't use it like this. If you're gonna use this rack on your truck, you need to have that full rail setup. It may be different if you just have this pocket stake with like the backpack blower rack. This, because it's cantilevered out, even if it was straight up, it would be the same thing. When you stop, there's only one bolt supplied by GreenTouch that holds this in place, and that lets it pivot back and forth. Even with all the extra screws that I put in, this thing still pivots back and forth. It's not like you can see it, but what has happened is this. So now you see how far down this is. I'll give you a close-up of it. I can no longer open my tailgate, and when I first installed this, there was a few millimeters of clearance, so it looked more something like this. But you can see when I push up and it goes, and then I let go, how much it sags. That's because of the fact that this is only attached in one bolt. So this is no good. Like I said, I can't say that I don't recommend these pocket stakes if it's something like a backpack blower rack where you've got some leveling nuts. But I can say wholeheartedly, do not buy this rack for your truck unless you're gonna put the full rail system on. And so that brings us then to the rail systems. I have decided to put a rail system on this truck, and I'm gonna keep the GreenTouch rack. I've got nothing against GreenTouch, it's just this product is not a good application. Now when I searched around, I found not many companies offered that. It's just a 2-inch piece of steel tubing with, you know, the pocket stakes that drop down into the truck. So when I calculated the cost with GreenTouch, I've already got one of the pocket stakes, so I only need 3 more pocket stakes and 2 rail systems. After tax and shipping, that came really close to $400 without any additional racks, just the rail system and what I needed to connect the rails to the hardware. And I knew that on top of that, I was gonna have to get some hardware on my own. I also found that Packham Rack has a $400 landscaper kit that actually includes all the rail system, everything you need to mount it to your truck, and it also includes a backpack blower rack, a 2-position string trimmer rack, a water cooler rack for a 3 or a 5 gallon water cooler, and then also a line spool rack. Now, I'm definitely not arguing that Packham racks are better or have more features or look better than GreenTouch, because I don't think they do. But when it comes down to it, if I can spend $400 on just the rail system and nothing else, or I can spend $400 on the rail system, the hardware, and 1, 2, 3, what is that, 4 different racks? I think the choice is pretty clear. I don't think I'm gonna keep some of those racks, so I'm gonna try and sell them to lower the overall cost of outfitting this truck with those racks. Not an option with GreenTouch. I think I'll probably hang on to the cooler rack, and I think that's it. The backpack blower rack, I'm not a fan of. You know, GreenTouch has a much better design there. The string trimmer rack, I don't see myself carting around string trimmers, and besides, I use the combi system, or I say combi. If you're a fan of steel, it's the combi system. For Echo, it's the PAS system. So people could just, even if I locked them up, you know, people just need to unscrew and split it in half to basically walk away with it. So that really wouldn't work either. But again, there's more versatility and more options for me in that setup with Packham rack. So that's what I actually did. It was $3.99. There was no tax, there was free shipping. So it worked out a lot better than having to get the truck bed system through GreenTouch. And those are pretty much the most pertinent updates to the company. We've still got customers confirming from last year. We've got our postcards going out about every 2 weeks. We've only done one of those. We've got another batch coming up soon. So hopefully that'll generate some traction and get us some more business, some more yards for you guys to watch. If you have any ideas for a 15,000 subscriber special, I've had a couple people mention maybe a live Q&A, which I do those almost every week, but maybe we could schedule something where you know about it ahead of time so you can attend. But if you have any suggestions or advice for what you'd like to see for a 15,000 special, 15,000 subscriber exclusive, please let me know in the comments below. I'm open to options, very happy about hitting that milestone. And if you've got any other questions unrelated to anything, please leave them down in the comments. I respond to comments almost daily, no matter how old a video is. If you want to see some more videos, I'm not sure where I'm standing in the screen, they'll be somewhere here. Please consider subscribing and making sure to click the notification bell, because if you don't do both of those things, YouTube will not let you know when I upload new videos, and you will be disappointed. So please do it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.